Got people with Gemini placements. Cross watching for a Gemini person. Okay. So I got the environment to thrive for you. Something about nourishment and encouragement. Okay. One together suggests the idea of providing the necessary, I wrote necessary twice. It providing the necessary sustenance and support for growth, whether it be physically, mentally, or spiritually. Nourishment provides what's needed for growth, health, and well-being. Food, drink, positive experience, knowledge, and support. Encouragement is giving support, confidence, or hope, helping overcome challenges and achieve goals. The combination suggests a holistic approach to well being where both physical and emotional needs are addressed. Okay, so there's a situation here or an environment where both your physical and your emotional needs are being met. Okay, so it's given. I'm a movement by myself, ooh, but I'm a force when we're together. Mommy, I'm good all by myself, ooh, but baby, you make me better. Somebody just isn't contributing to one's needs physically. It's also mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. This is something to get used to. Somebody is about something about at least showing up for what's good for you. Somebody has to be over it with love. No, somebody has been over it with love, and now here it is. Only you're trying to be over it. Maybe you don't want to be over it anymore. Somebody is feeling inspired to do better in order to get better, showing up for those who've been showing up for them. Something somehow got taken for granted, or it appears that way, but it's not what it seems, and you're going to show just that. So I don't know. It's about somebody providing you with all you need, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and all of that. So you being the same in return, or maybe been falling short, showing up as the same in return, but gonna fix it, gonna do better. I'm gonna show how much you mean to me. So let's see what we got for the Gemini people. God, universe, angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Please give us some clear, concise messages for the Gemini people. People with Gemini placements or cross watching for their Gemini person. What do they need to know at this time? Spirit, ancestors, spirit guides. Only energy of high vibration, high frequency, and high white light is welcome here, spirit. No energy of low vibration, low frequency, or negativity is welcome, and I ask that you rebuke it in the name of you. Amen, amen. Amen, amen. Gemini people. What's the message? Hi. Influences, attachments, third parties, peers, emotional storm, turmoil, unstable, affected, and hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart. Libra, okay. I'm doing Gemini right now, though. In some type of influences, some third party or attachments when it comes to something. Somebody's been influenced by an emotional storm that they had previously, causing them to be hopeless or show up hopelessly in the current situation where somebody provides you with all you need. Okay? Gemini. Exhaustion, depletion, drain, long journey. Commitment. Commitment, marriage, promises, fidelity. Confessions. Unveiling, coming clean, messages. Hoping, expecting, faith, manifesting. And then we got the depth card. Awareness, importance, value. Diving deep and consequences. No. Confusion. Unclear, uncertain, unsure. So somebody's been in a situation that took them for all they had, like drained you, depleted you. It was a long ride. Okay, so but right after that, when you finally remove from that exhausting atmosphere, boom, here comes commitment. So when you finally over love and you done with it, boom, here comes knocking at your door. And maybe you wasn't ready. Maybe you aren't ready. Hoping, expecting, faith, manifesting. So while you're in this position of exhausting, you're still praying for better days with the hoping card. You're praying for better days, some faith, some manifesting, some expecting. So you pray for something, you get it, and boom, you're not ready because it requires you to dive deep, to go down further than you're ready to do. I mean, emotionally than you want to be. Um, but there's a confession here, a coming to clean about something. Confusion, uncertain, unsure. But I feel like this confession will clear out the confusion where somebody may not be clear, sure, or certain about something. Somebody's been doing some thinking here and feeling trapped. It's like feeling trapped and thinking about something to do with the Twin Flames card. That's Gemini energy. You've been thinking about opening up your heart. Memories, nostalgic energy. Somebody's been feeling missing somebody, dwelling on something, thinking about opening their heart to something that they feel deeply connected to, but still feeling trapped. But it's still been crossing their mind. So what's this exhaustion here for the Gemini people? Judgment. Now it's starting to switch up the paradigm. Because judgment, if you are in exhaustion because of judgment, that means somehow, some way, this is karma you earned. But in this sense, somebody would know that. Because this is why they would be trying to hurry and get to calmer waters before they miss out on the opportunity. This is why they would be praying and hoping. Why they know they under judgment. Three of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Strength card. And why is judgment? How did they get here? The Ace of Cups, the Chariot, and the Three of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Knight of Wands. Flightiness. It's flightiness here when something was deep and maybe somebody didn't comprehend it, but there was a mission there, a path, a contract, something that you would go to, but somebody wasn't reliable to what they were supposed to be doing, causing hurt in a situation where there should have been unconditional love or emotions flowing. Cancer energy. So it looks like somebody got under judgment for causing hurt and pain to people who only gave love to them. Six of Swords. And that's something now. Somebody's trying to get into calmer waters where it's right now something's unbalanced, imbalanced, or the give and take is not equal. But somebody's having faith, praying, hoping that the opportunity still arises through all this confusion, whatever the confusion is. What are they praying for, Spirit? Because I'm confused. It's like somebody's putting this up in a hot seat and trying to pray it out. So they're hoping and praying for tools, resources, tools they need to manifest something out. Something that their ship's coming in, planning, plotting, strategizing. But the Nine of Pentacles is about fruition, being okay by yourself. But then the Five of Pentacles says that somebody's competing. There's some type of fight or competition happening here. Whereas the person that they care about could have moved on and now they're with somebody else, and now I'm putting this person in a position to have to fight for the love. I don't know what the heck's going on. What's the Magician? What tools do they feel like they need? The Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands. To fight. They need to fight. They need the energy to fight. And this person is Gemini. Gemini, what's going on here? So you're praying for the resources to fight, to stand your ground. I'm confused. I don't, because it's like something on for grass here, something you could lose. What's the Five of Wands? What is the competition about? The Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Tower. What's going on? Girl, come on now. Don't irritate me. Because it sounds like she didn't fall. It don't sound like she mad because somebody done took something from her. Okay. Seems like I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Some shit need to be figuring out what's going on up in here. Because the Queen of Pentacles, that's the earth sign energy. It's also about nourishing. But the Seven of Swords says somebody's deceived, lied, manipulated. Four of Pentacles try to hold back. But the Tower says it's out of their control. Messages received. What's the Seven of Swords? I don't feel like I'm getting to the bottom of shit. The World card. The Five of Swords. And the Page of Cups. Too late to apologize. So somebody's losing something to somebody, to a competitor, or somebody is putting them in a position at the fight, but I feel like they already lost it to somebody else. But they're praying for something. But I feel like the ball is in their court. I feel like they're praying the cycle is closing out right before their very eyes. It's out of their control, but because they made the bad decision. And now the Page of Cups says somebody needs to like be accountable for that. Apologize. Make amends. And I feel like that's where later down the road the confession comes in. But it's like somebody's trying to get a commitment. They're not going about it right. It's a commitment here first before the confession, but I feel like that's not the way to go about it. I feel like the commitment has been inaccessible to you because you need to go about it right. You're praying for the resources, but the resources are within you, right? You need to be the one apologizing. What you praying for? Get your ass over there and apologize for the shit you did. Make it right. Right? Somebody you don't just get to like do stuff, make bad decisions, even accidentally, and then just pray it away. Like you, it's a just give me a second. And they get on some asses around here. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so there's the Five of Swords. There's somebody making a bad decision, and but then the apology comes behind it. It's like you did something, you fucked up, then fix it. Apologize. Page of Cups, be accountable. That's where this is all boiling down to. But somebody, instead of just going and say, look, this is what it was, this is how it happened, and I'm sorry, they're just like, Lord, please don't let me lose this. Please let me. And the Lord said, no, you get your ass over there and apologize. You do this, you do that. Don't be putting that on me. If that was the case, people would just do shiesty shit and pray their way out of it, right? They never had to be accountable, never had to change. Where would that leave us as a people? Something about this commitment. Five of Pentacles. See, somebody's losing it. Intuitively, you know you're losing it because you're not doing it right. You're not doing the right thing. You're trying to be shiesty, trying to be slick, trying to ease your way or manipulate your way, and you can't do that in this situation. It's not, it needs to be exposed, or it needs to be nothing. It's like something you need to confess something needs to be brought to the surface, or you won't be getting shit. That's how that works. I don't know if it's a water sign, a Gemini, or what. But somebody needs to bring something to the light here. And intuitively, you already know that why the loss is happening with this commitment, or why it's out in the cold. It's because you know that you got to make something aware here. You don't get to just slide your way in there. That's not how it's working. Like, you need to be expressive, be honest, be of good character, go deep. And what's the confession? Somebody can be dealing with a water sign. And guess what I did today? I don't know why I'm hearing that song. Case. Happily ever after. But the confession is like the Knight of Cups. It's like about emotion. Ten of Swords. Six of Cups. Or something harsh that somebody did to emotions. Like the hurt that they caused in a love situation because they wasn't reliable. What's the Ten of Swords? Somebody needs to confess what they did. And until they do, they won't be able to move past or move to the next whatever you're trying to do. Where you're trying to slide past or ease your way out of accountability. It's not going to work that way. Six of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. It's the Ten of Swords. It's like a harsh ending. Some love situation from the past endured a harsh ending. But somebody is confused here about the facts. I feel like somebody's lying about why a situation is over. They're not telling the truth about why it ended. It's like they're giving a false narrative so that the person that they want or that they're dealing with could look at them a certain way. So, but it's all getting paused for them to be honest. Because the Ten of Swords, something in the past harshly ended. But somebody's hiding the details on why. They're keeping that part under wraps. And this is why they're trapped. They're feeling trapped. And they're thinking about being trapped. You're trapped and you know why you're trapped. Because you need to be honest. Four of Swords. The Nine of Swords. To see somebody stressing out about that. Being honest here in this connection. But that's the only way to get to its fulfillment. And it might not even affect them the way that they do, that they will. Like, if nobody's perfect. You fuck up, you grow, you heal. Right? But you can't be out here acting like you was a saint all the time. And then lying about it, lying about who you are to get yourself in places that you wouldn't be if you was telling the truth. You see what I'm saying? But somebody's not, like your access is being restricted until you go about it right. So what do they need to do? Besides the sun is confess. Yeah, it's like somebody is holding hurtful secrets and they need to let that shit out. Because this is why your shit ain't working out when it comes to a love situation. Because this person's ancestors is not about to let you play in nobody's face. Or this is your ancestors and they ain't not about to let nobody play in yours. But you move, it's like somebody's trying to move towards a love situation. But there's a darkness, a hurtful darkness, a dark hurt going on here. Somebody's like, no. And what's this moon to the Three of Swords? And the sun, the star comes out saying that somebody needs, it's enlightenment. You need to make somebody aware of what the fuck happened. Of who you truly are, your flaws too. Enlightenment, working together, building resources. I don't know, there's something about somebody's resources is important. The Queen of Cups, somebody dealing with a water sign for sure. The Emperor. Reflecting, going within. The Emperor taking charge. And then the Queen of Cups. It's emotional, unconditional love. Ace of Swords. Somebody, it's like the truth. Somebody needs to tell the truth to bring in a balance here. And war was not, that's why I feel like it's something along the lines of the Hierophant. Yeah, the Lord is on somebody's ass out here. Because they're causing confusion or they're not, like they got knowledge to share but they're not giving it. Or they playing crazy. Could be dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But I feel like this is like, it's giving me the energy of like a woman, like she's standing in her power, she's feeling good about herself, and then Five of Cups to the then the Two of Cups to the Five of Cups with the confusion card comes in. Somebody could have, like, I want to say dismantled somebody's self-worth in a sense, right? Instead of owning up to who you are, you knock somebody else down, right? Instead of saying to a woman, I don't feel good enough to have you, you try to knock her down a few notches so that she on your level type energy. That's what it feels like. That somebody's done something out of ego, out of hurt. and it's probably not who they are, but they still need to make it right. Then it would involve something. This is just an example of the energy I feel. That will revolve something about it. Where you will have to go back and say, I told you this. Like it's like how you like tell like say a woman she's this, she's all that, right? And you tell her, girl, you ain't nothing. You ain't barely this and you ain't barely that. Whole time you know she all that. No, you wish you would have her, wish you could have her, but you ain't feeling good enough to amount to an equal of hers, right? So instead of being honest and saying all that, you tear her all down, got her disappointed, all fucked up in the mind, right? So now you have to go back and fix that. You have to go back and say you was everything you said you was. It was me. I was lacking this. I was lacking that, and da da da. Right? Just an example. That's not going to fix all the hurt and the pain and the mental stress that the lady went through. But it's about being accountable for what you did that wasn't right. Being accountable for how you moved that was a little crooked and not straight as it could have been. And I don't know specifically exactly what every person is being accountable for, but there's some accountability needing to happen because the lack of accountability has caused confusion over the whole situation. Right? And it's deeper than this with the death card. It's deeper than what's being displayed or what's being shown. With the hangman energy, somebody could be dealing with a Pisces. It's something deeper than that. The hangman is a stagnation for a pause to reflect, to see something from another perspective. That doing the right thing, because it's the right thing to do, is the only way to bring balance into a situation. This could be a Gemini woman that I'm speaking to, right? Or just somebody, some masculine Gemini or otherwise that want to reconcile with a Gemini woman. Somebody's got to go about it the right way. And especially since somebody's been providing you with the environment to the proper environment to thrive physically, spiritually, emotionally, and otherwise, they shouldn't be getting nothing back than gratefulness. I feel like, from my perspective, ain't no way somebody come in and make your life better, make it a breeze, and you just giving them all havoc. It just don't make sense. But hey, people do what they do. Not that I agree to it all the time, but somebody's been forced to pause to reflect on what the right thing is to do and do it. That's the only way you get balanced. That's the only way you're going to be moving forward. Other than that, you'll lose. You'll be competing. All this good stuff. So, now we got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Somebody could be dealing with our earth sign. We got Sagittarius energy. But somebody needs to expose something that they know to clear the confusion out. She who knows, Queen of Swords. Somebody has facts here and they're not sharing them. That's what that is. What's the Queen of Swords energy? Especially if you're trying to come back and reconcile a situation where somebody walked away, but you're not trying to clear up all the facts. Like we want to get on the same page, but we want to leave a few pages out. No, we ain't doing that. And somebody's ancestors is standing down 10 toes on that. Like, you're not doing that. You're going to be honest or you're going to get the fuck on. Because all of this is causing confusion in the environment, in the atmosphere. And as long as you keeping people confused, you're not getting shit. It's harsh, but it's true, okay? Neither one. Somebody's actions, their movements, all of that has been blocked. Your opportunities blocked. Because you need to go about it right. You need to make... That's why I said, tell me about this King of Pentacles. I don't know who's going about it wrong, but so I'm just checking on a masculine right there. The King of Wands. I mean, the Strength card. See, this is somebody, this King of Pentacles has an opportunity here, right? But the only way this opportunity works out for him is if he's strong and courageous and do the right thing. When it comes to this Empress, when it comes to the choices, movements, and decisions around this Empress and the stability of a relationship with the Empress. It's about somebody doing the right thing and not being afraid or acting out of ego. Or if you was afraid and acting out of ego, it's time to fix it. Time to right your wrongs, and you won't be able to pass go, collect $200 or get nowhere closer until you do it right. It's like going back and do it again because you wanted to half-ass do it or skip through it or whatever. Like when you were a kid, you have to go back and do it again because you didn't do it right. It's like that. So somebody needs to do something right. It's like because the platform is right, you need to show up in the right energy, right? The energy is good, you need to show up in a good energy, or it'll throw the balance off. Or it's like we can't let you enter without good energy. We can't let you enter without good intentions. We can't let you enter without being honest and truthful. And somebody's not being allowed to enter because they're not doing it right. They need to switch up how they're doing it, fix how they're doing it, be in tune and aware and high conscious and high vibrational when they're doing it. Because if you're moving in that energy, you're not going to want to go lie to nobody anyway. You might want to hold off on the truth because it might lose something for you. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You did it. You demonstrate your actions. You got to lay down with it. What you did, right? You made the bed. It's time to lay in that motherfucker and get comfortable. And you might not like it, but you're gonna learn in this whole cycle that when you do stuff, you got to eat the consequence. Like you reap what you sow. So you're gonna be going forward and only sowing what you want to reap later. So because you're not gonna be running from your karma like, oh, I don't want that. You're gonna only reap what you want to sow. From now on, you're not gonna be out there putting shit out there that you don't want back. You're not gonna be out there misconstruing and confusing people because now you're in a position where you can't go nowhere. You can't move forward. You can't do nothing until you fix it. And we wouldn't be here if people was just honest, right? Just lay their cards on the table from the jump. That's what it's all boiling down to. But I feel like somebody is very lenient because this is about the environment to thrive, right? In some cases, you might not get your shit. But in some cases, I feel like it's going to be a lot of leniency. But I feel like the patience is running thin. So somebody just need to get on up and do the right thing. So anyway, that's what I got for y'all Gemini people. And thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Namaste, be blessed, and protect your energy.